Children, in this session, we are going to discuss about the AA similarity criterion. Okay. Before this, first of all, do you know the similar figures? First of all, I think similar figures. Already earlier class we discussed about the similar figures. Okay. But we are going to discuss about the polygons. In that polygons, when two polygons are similar means the two polygons must be the corresponding angles are equal and corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Means the two polygons must be followed by two conditions. First condition is their corresponding angles are equal, and second condition is their corresponding sides must be the same ratio. Then only we accepted the two triangles or two polygons are similar. Clearly understand, children? There must be follows two conditions. Example, the condition, first condition, corresponding angles are equal means like angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, angle C is equal to angle F, and also the corresponding sides are in the same ratio, that are AB by DE. These two are the corresponding, and BC by EF and AC by DF. This is the condition 1, this is the condition 2. If the two polygons are satisfied these two conditions, then only we accepted the two triangles are similar, otherwise they are not similar. Okay, children. Okay, but our similar triangles, in our similar triangles topic, AA similarity criterion, he says if their corresponding angles are equal, means A is equal to D, B is equal to E, C is equal to F. Only corresponding angles are equal. Then he is asking to say the two triangles are similar. Before we are going to accept that statement, first we know about when the equiangular triangles, if corresponding angles are equal means how the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Once we are going to check if angles are equal, how corresponding sides are in the same ratio. We are going to prove this theorem. Before we are going to prepare this learn this theorem, we know some congruent rules that you know the axioms. What are the axioms? One is SSS axiom, and second one is SAS axiom, and third one is ASA axiom, and fourth one is RHS axiom. Already in earlier class we know about congruency rules. These are, if these conditions are satisfied any two triangles, we accepted that two triangles are congruent. SSS means side equal to side, side equal to side, side equal to side, like that corresponding sides are equal. SAS means you know already two sides are equal and included angle. Two sides included angle is equal to two sides and included angle in another triangle, then the two triangles are congruency. In the same way, you remember these axioms and follow the theorem. Right. Now I am going to start the theorem. First, hypothesis. That the hypothesis, he says, in triangle ABC, DEF, in these two triangles, he given as angle A is equal to angle D, angle B is equal to angle E, and angle C is equal to angle F. He given this condition. We are going to show the condition, that is article required to prove is that corresponding sides AB by DE is equal to AC by DF is equal to BC by EF. Then we are going to accept. Why means he given first one of the condition. We are going to prove second condition. After these two conditions, we have to accept ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Okay, clear children? So before that, we need some construction. What is that construction? Mark a point on AB, example M, and a point on AC, such that DE length equal to AM and the DF length is equal to AN ion join MN. These two lines are equal. Clear now? That only I did the construction. Okay, I am going to write now. Mark M comma N on AB and AC such that respectively how many DE length exactly equal to AM and also DF length is equal to AN. Like this we constructed children. Then go for proof. See the proof. In the proof, first of all, I am going to compare these two triangles, how these two triangles are there. First of all, I am taking triangle triangle AMN, comma triangle DF. In these two triangles, AM length is equal to DE. AM is equal to DE. How, sir? How do you know, sir? Meeku ela telusu? Because according by the construction. Okay. Next angle A is equal to angle D. And A is equal to angle D. This is how you know. How you know this is? According by given. That is hypothesis. Okay. Next, AN side is equal to. Where is AN? AN is equal to DF. How these two are equal? This is also by the construction. Okay. Okay then. So these two triangles are satisfied. What axiom, Nana? Yes, AS axiom. So that we have to accept triangle AMN is congruency to triangle DF. Clear enough? These two triangles are congruency. When these two triangles are congruency, the corresponding angles are equal. Means E is equal to M. M means AMN. That only I am going to write. Angle AMN is equal to angle E. Y means corresponding angles. Angles are equal. When these two angles are equal, AMN is equal to E, but E is equal to B. But angle E is equal to B. It is given. So what? E is equal to AMN, E is equal to B. Therefore, angle B is equal to angle AMN. Sir, when angle B is equal to AMN, these two lines are opposing. This is the transversal. That only right here. So these two lines are opposing. This is the transversal. So MN is parallel to BC. Because right here, do one thing. AB is transversal to MN line and BC line. So here from equation 1 we understand that corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. When the corresponding angles are equal, we have to say these two lines are parallel. MN is parallel to BC. When MN is parallel to BC in a triangle ABC, so in triangle ABC, if MN is, when MN is when MN is parallel to BC, according basic proportionality theorem, we have to say AB by AM is equal to AB by AM auxiliary formula is equal to AC by AN. Auxiliary formula of basic proportionality theorem already we learned in that. This is the first equation. Similarly, we have to accept, instead of AM you write as AB by AM, instead of AM you write as DE, and AC by, instead of AN we can write as DF. This you can accept as first equation. Clear na? Similarly we can accept as same AB by DE is equal to, you can say BC by EF. This is equation second. But get one doubt here. What is that? What is the getting doubts? How this is similarly, sir? This is already we proved this statement. Okay, perfectly we proved. Why should we accept this? Nothing, children. Just a construction, if you change it, you can get this answer. How means? Simply I am explaining roughly. No need to do in the problem. Instead of ABC, I am taking as like this A, B, C. Or you write as A, B, C. In the same way you take as this is also D, E, F. And take the construction. Say ED length is equal to here, example N, and EF length is equal to take N. Okay, I prepared like that, I constructed. Okay, when you check, say how we did like that only. You check these two triangles. These two triangles are congruency. One side equal to side, angle equal to angle, side equal to side. So that we can write as corresponding angles are equal. D is equal to M, but D is equal to already A. So these two angles are equal. So this is parallel to this line. When it is parallel to this line, okay, we can say as according to the basic proportionality theorem, here BA by BM is equal to BC by BN. Okay, BA we can write as AB by, instead of BN we can write as DE. AB by DE is equal to here BC by we got BN. Instead of BN we write as EF. What we get? BC by EF. This is the second equation. Clear understand, children? So no need to write this one. Okay. Then you say as therefore from first and second we accept as AB by DE is equal to BC by EF is equal to what's that? AC by DF. So that they are satisfied, the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. That's why triangle ABC is similar to triangle BDF. How now? Why these two triangles are similar? Because he given corresponding angles are equal. We show that the corresponding sides are in the same ratio. Then the two triangles are similar. Okay, listen carefully, children.